give away stuff for free. You got to give something away for free. Most of us, we are a expert in whatever it is. You have a brain just like me. Type up a newsletter, send it out. I used to do the Cool Water Report. One of the first things I sent out was getting off the plantation. I got a lot of good feedback from that because people were saying, yeah, I need that. I need to be focused on trying to get out of working these 9 to 5s. You know what I mean? So I would send a newsletter out. E-books, teleseminars, which is what I'm doing tonight. It ain't costing me no money to do this, but I'm reaching some people, and hopefully, you know, what I say will help you make your situation and transition into something bigger and better for yourself. Audio, CDs, you know, grab you a tape recorder, talk about the field of whatever expertise, turn it into an MP3, slap it on a CD, and give it away. That leads people back to you, and they want to know more about what you got going on as long as the content is valuable. I'm taping this recording tonight. When I send it out, you know, somebody going to need this information. When I podcast it, somebody's going to be able to get it whenever they want to get it. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. Help others. So always give. As they say, it's not about what you can do for yourself. It's about what you can do for somebody else. The more people you help in the long run, inevitably you will get what you're looking for in the end. Okay, question number 6, what are the top mistakes that people are making using social media? Okay, number 1 is using social media is not a business model in itself. And let me explain that. If you get on social media, there is no business model for social media. There's no business model, no written plan on how to do MySpace. You know, there's no written plan on how to do Facebook. So sometimes people will get into those situations using those websites and not fully have a clear understanding of where they're going, and that presents a problem, and they fail at what they're trying to do. You don't have a plan. Okay? If you're not planning weekly, 5 to 7 goals, just write them down on a piece of paper. 5 to 7 things you need to do weekly towards building your business. You know, you sleeping on that. You need to do that so that you will know, kind of have some navigation or some written thing to look back at when you are trying to do, you know, your business and work social media. Number 3, using the wrong tools for the wrong purposes. Find the right area. Find your niche. If you do landscaping and you cutting trash, you know, cutting grass, hauling trash, find the area on the websites, you know, particular ones that's what they focus on. You know what I mean? Don't get off trying to shoot at somebody about you cutting grass and you know, on a music site. It just ain't gonna mix. Find the people that's in there doing houses and real estate, because those folks need people to make sure the lawns is upkept when they get ready to go sell them. You know what I mean? If you do pressure washing, make sure that you navigate in the right, correct area. Don't get off in the wrong sector or the wrong niche. Number 4, lack of strategy. If you don't have a strategy for your social networking sites, you know, why are you on them? What's your purpose? If you just on there because you just want a bunch of friends, and you're really wasting your time, because that's not what you know, in the long run, you may get a bunch of friends, but hopefully you want to make some money and build some relationships, build some long-lasting friendships while you're on here, you know. Number 5, overuse and abuse. Know the rules of the site. Don't put too many posts. I got kicked off of Twitter for supposedly aggressive following, so they put me on punishment for about 4 or 5 days. I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know I was aggressive following. I didn't know what it meant. All I know is I got kicked off. I had to beg to get back on, so I got back on. But, you know, I had to learn the rules now. There's certain things that I know I need not do. Number 6, trying to do too much. Facebook fatigue is what they call it. Don't get on these sites trying to answer every email, every reply, you can't do it. It's going to burn you out. You don't have the time. You know, my recommendation is you should be doing social media at least 10 hours a week, which is a couple of hours a day. That way it don't take too much away from you. You can stretch it out over 7 days. You got Monday through Sunday, you know, find, you know, maybe 30, 40 minutes here and there, you know what I mean, or an hour or something here and there. Don't get to the point where you're trying to do too much, because, you know, we all got stuff outside of this internet that we do, and we don't want to burn out, okay? Just like I say, don't try to do too much responding. Don't try to do too many tweets. Don't try to send too many emails. You got to step back sometimes so you can see where you're going. Question number 7, what are the top misconceptions about social media? And one of them is the kid's toy. That's a misconception. There's more adults probably using these particular social platforms than there are kids. Number 2, it's not for business. That's a misconception. Most people think it's just for social connection. No, it is for business. You can make a lot of money. There are people making $1 billion a month using these platforms. It's time consuming. It can be. If you don't have a plan, you don't have a strategy. I would suggest you get you a desk calendar and write out, what you're going to do, from week to week, day to day, using social media and trying to operate your business, you know what I mean? It's difficult to learn and do. That's not true. If you just take a little time and, a little bit each day, just like trying to ride a bike, you'll learn how to use all these platforms. You're not too old to get on these platforms and tell people about your services and products and try to make money. It puts you in a position where you're able to talk to, 2, 3, 4, 5 million people, whereas you might not see those people out on the street. So don't get in the mindset that, I'm too old to be doing this, I don't need to be doing this. No, you should be doing that because it builds relationships and then hopefully will lead to businesses and so forth. You'll lose your privacy is another misconception. The only way you lose your privacy on these internet websites is if you're giving out all your information. Protect your identity, protect yourself. Don't give nobody your home number unless, you take it offline and, y'all kind of feel comfortable enough to be able to do that. Just be mindful of people you talk to because there's people out here that are not, friendly, as they say. Okay, this is the last question, just the last question with the last set of answers. Then after this, I'm going to open it up. We can dialogue, talk about a few things, and then we will shut it down at that point. The last one is, question number 8 is how do you use social media to generate massive income? Number 1, you start by developing a business strategy. Okay, so get your, as they say, business plan, get it together, put something down, even if you scribble it out on paper. It ain't got to be nothing formal. Just write down what it is you're trying to do and the audience that you're trying to target and the amount of money that you want to make, by the end of the year. Number 2, develop a social media networking strategy. How you going to attack these websites, how much time you going to give them, how many people you trying to target, finding your niche. You see what I'm saying? Don't get off and trying to talk to real estate folk and you selling pit bulls because that's not the correct match. You know what I'm saying? Get in the right area and go about it like that. Number 3, learn the basic and learn the tools available to use to you. Learn the basics and learn the tools available to you. Use what they have on these sites so they can make you more proficient and make your situation better on these sites. Learn what they offer. If they got blogging, learn about blogging. If they say we offer videos for you to send out videos, learn about that. Learn what it is they got on the site so that you'll be able to, utilize them and make yourself look more professional and proficient. Number 4.